Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and in this video we are going to do some OSPF. And before we start with that, I just want you to take a look at my channel at CCNA Daily Tips. And as you can see right here, I have a lot of configurations. I just counted this today, 55 videos in 1 month. So a month ago, I uploaded my first video on CCNA, configuring VTP clients and servers, and that was a month ago. So over a month ago, I put up 55 videos. So go ahead and take a look at my channel. And if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at CCNA Daily Tips. I put all my contacts there. And I also put up a lot more content than on my YouTube channel. Okay? So that's done. Let's go ahead and start our network that we're going to configure. So what we're going to do is we are going to configure MultiArea OSPF routing protocol. Okay, and you can see right here, I already cable everything in and label everything that I'm going to configure as well. And I'm going to also do this to serial links using PPP encapsulation, point-to-point, and also CHAP to authenticate. And this router, I believe, is the one that has the clock for both of them. Yep, so this router over here is going to act kind of like the ASBR router for your home network. And it's going to provide the clocking for both serial interfaces. And we're going to have area 1 over here. This is going to be area 0. Okay. And this area 2 over here. We're going to have this ABR. And an ABR, in simple language, is an area border router. And this router are at a boundary or areas, and they let OSPF know about different areas. So this is just a router in between two areas. So this one's going to be ABR1, which is going to be between area 1 and area 0. This is ABR2, which is in between area 0 and area 2. And this is the ASBR, which stands for Autonomous System Boundary Router. And it's a router that is connected to other routers configured with different routing protocols within a single area. So we are going to have OSPF over here. And then it's going to have EIGRP, if I have time, configure on this router over here. Okay, and then we're going to redistribute OSPF to EIGRP so we can communicate with each other. And the advantages of using MultiArea OSPF is smaller routing tables, reduced link state update overhead, okay, and it also reduced frequency of SPF calculations. So let's go ahead and start with this configuration. Let's start with router with this ASBR router over here. Config T. Let's do the host name ASBR. Okay, the second thing I want to do is just configure these two interfaces. So interface, which is this one right here, 030. The IP address for this one is going to be 10.1.1.255.252. Right? The clock for this one, let's leave it at 64,000. Okay, that's done. Let's leave it like that, and let's do no shutdown. Let's go to the other interface, which is this one, 031. The IP address for this one is going to be the first subnet of this, or the first IP address for this subnet, which is going to be .5 and /30. Okay, the clock rate is going to be the same as the other one, 64,000. Let's do a no shutdown. That's good. Let's exit out of here. And what can we do next? Let's go ahead and do this loopback address of, we're going to give it, this one's going to be 1.1.1.1. Oops, oh, I'm sorry. Loopback of 0, and then we give it the IP address. I was getting ahead of myself, and there it is. So we're going to assign that loopback address to the OSPF. The router ID is going to be assigned to this loopback address. So let's go ahead and do exit, and let's do router OSPF port ID of 1. The network is the first network is going to be network 10.1.1.1, which is going to be this IP address over here that we configure, and then we're going to do it like this, area of 0, because we are in the 0 area over here. And then let's do the other one that I configure, and let's also do that loopback address, and this one's also going to be an area 0. Okay, now let's do that router ID, and the router ID is going to be 1.1.1.1, the same as the loopback address. Okay, that's done. Now let's configure, let's see what we can configure next. Let's get rid of this actually IP address, and let's do 10.1.1.16/30, and for this one, which is gigabit 0/0. Yep, let's go ahead and configure the first IP address, the first usable IP address of that subnet, which is going to be 10.1.1.1 or .17.252. Not shut down. And let's also go back to the OSPF, and let's add that network, which is going to be 17 and area 0. Alright, that's good. Now what we can do is go now to ABR1, and let's configure ABR1. And ABR1 config T interface, interface, this 0/3/0 IP address. We are going to assign the next usable IP address. Since we use 10.1.1.1 for this one, we need to use 10.1.1.2 for this interface now. 10.1.1.2, 255.252, now shut down. Okay, that's good. Now let's go ahead and do the interface loopback 0. We're going to give it an interface of 2.2.2.2. You can see it right here, 2.2.2.2. I'm sorry, IP address. Did it take ups? Sorry for that error. IP address. Okay, 2.2.2.2.2, 255.255.255. That's good. Let's make this bigger so you guys can see everything. Okay, so that's good. Now what we need to do is go ahead and configure that OSPF port ID of 1. The first network that we need to add over here needs to be 10.1.1.1.2, and this one's going to be an area of 0, which is this one over here. Okay, and the next network that we need to add is 2.2.2.2, which is a loopback address, and in the same area of 0. Okay, and let's also add this over here, and this one is going to have the first usable IP address of this domain, and it's network 10.1.1.9. This one's going to be in area 1. Okay, let's go ahead and exit out of here. Let's do it at the host name ABR1, and let's go to this interface gigabit 0/0. Let's configure this IP address over here. Okay, and it was 10.1.1.9.252. Now shut down. Okay, so that's good. Everything looks good over here. Let's see if I'm missing something. No, I'm not missing anything else. And what I can do now, I can just copy this configuration and just paste it on this router over here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open Mousepad, or you can use Notepad on your computer. That's what you like, or if you have a Windows computer, you have to use you can use Notepad, but I'm going to use Mousepad since I'm using Ubuntu. And let's go ahead to this one, and we need to copy this, paste it over here. Let's go back, and what else do we need to copy from here? The serial interface, we do not have a serial interface over here, so we don't need that. Let's copy this Ospf and copy over here. Let's go back. Let's see what else we can copy from here, and that's about it. We can also copy the host name, but we just have to configure everything over here. So that router is going to have a 4.4.4.4 loopback. We also need to add a loopback, which is interface loopback 0, and then IP address 4.4.4.4. Now shut down. And this one is now going to have this one over here, and this one is going to be in area 1. This loopback address, let's do we can just delete this one. No shutdown. Oh, we already have the loopback over here, so we can just put over here and put the host name first. Okay, so looks good. Let's see, area 1. This one is actually, is it at 10? Let's take a look. Yeah, because we already have, and this one we already configured that 9, so we have to do that 10, which is the next usable IP address. Loopback is good. Ospf looks good. So that's it. So what we can do is now just copy all this and paste it on this router, and that's going to configure everything. But before that, we need to say no, enable. Let's go to the global configuration, and let's just paste that here. And we have an error. It's saying that we have a duplicate address. So this one is supposed to be, oh yeah, I forgot to configure this one. So let's go to that interface and say no IP address, and configure the correct IP address. No IP address. And now let's give it IP address 10.1.1.10.252. Let's do show run to make sure that it is there. And yeah, it is there. And we can also see that Ospf is loading to full, so that's good. We can do a show IP route, and we see that we have an inter area OSPF to 10.1.1.1, 10.1.1.0, 10.1.1.8, and we also have those loopback addresses over here. So this is good. That's working good. Okay, so we can go now to this one over here, and what we can do is just edit this one over here. But this one is going to have a, what I could do is, this one is going to be for ABR2, right? I just copy this, paste it over here, and this one is not going to have this gigabit interface. It's going to have that serial interface, 03.1. Let's see which one is going to be the IP address for that. The IP address is 10.1.1.5. So that 5, and the loopback for this one is going to be 3.3.3.3. So 3.3.3.3, and the area is going to be 0 for this one, 0 for this one, and this one's going to be .5. We're gonna have to add another network right here. Okay, serial interface, and it's going to be this network over here. Let's take a look at it, and it's going to be 10.1.1.12, but we're gonna have this one's going to be 13. Let's go ahead, put 13 over here, put 13 over here, and the area for this one is going to be area 2. Host name is ABR2. Look back, so it's looking good. So like it's ready to be copy and paste. So let's go ahead. Loop back 0, good. 0 interface. The 5 now shut down. 13 now shut down. OSPF1, and we can just do router ID 3.3.3.3, and we did not do that on this router, I believe. So we can do router OSPF1 router ID 4.4.4.4. Let's go back over here, and it looks like it's ready to go to be copy and paste, so we can configure. That way we can configure a lot faster than doing manually. So now enable config T, and from here we can just paste it, and we can see we did not get any errors. Let's see if those IP addresses go up. This one went up, and OSPF is working. Great. Now let's go ahead and show IP route We can see that we have this OSPF over here, OSPF over here, this other OSPF over here. So we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. That 1, 0, that 1, 4, that 1, 5, and that 1, 8. Okay, so that's good. It looks like it worked. Now let's go ahead and do this area 2. And what we could do is do area 2. And I believe this one over here has ABR1. It should not be ABR1. So host name area 1. Okay, and this one needs to be area 2. Area 2. Loopback address for that is going to be 5. This one's going to be 14. Not shut down. This one's going to be 5. Great. It's going to be area 2. Area 2. And let's do a router ID of 5. Okay, so it looks good. Let's go ahead and copy this. Verify. This one was 13. This one's going to be 14, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and configure this. This router over here. Do the same as the other routers. Enable config T. Paste it. And let's just wait for OSPF to come up. Just wait a couple seconds and it should come up. I know you can do it. Come on, OSPF. Area 2, area 2. And OSPF hasn't come up. Did we configure this on area 2? Yep, we did. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this. Show run. Verify that everything is good here. Look back. IP address. This one is shut down. Okay, no, so that's right. This one is good. Why are we not getting? SPF hasn't come up here. And show run. .1.1.14 252. So this network over here, I put it as 10. This one's supposed to be 13. That's why it hasn't come up. Let's go ahead and copy this. So that was my error. Config T. Router OSPF 1. No. This network. And let's add network 14. And now OSPF should come up. Show IP route, and here it is. OSPF is now working. So let's do show IP route, and we have all these routes from OSPF. So that's good. Everything is working. So let's see if on this side I can ping this loopback address. Ping. And here it is. So we're able to ping this router, and now we're able to ping this loopback. Yep. What about 10.2.2.2? working. Okay, that's great. So everything seems to be working perfectly. So now what we can do is everything has been configured. We can just do a point-to-point encapsulation between these serial links and also do authentication with CHAP. So let's go ahead and do it from here. Config terminal interface 3.0 and PPP. First of all, we have to do username, and that username needs to be the host name of this router, ASBR, and it needs to be in all caps because it is case sensitive. The password is Cisco. Okay, now we can go to the interface. Encapsulation point-to-point. You can see that it went down because this router over here is not doing point-to-point encapsulation. And now let's do PPP authentication CHAP, and let's do the same on this router so it can come up. And this username is to be the host name of ABR of this router over here. So username ABR1, password needs to be the same as the one that was configured over here, so Cisco. Let's go to this interface, serial link, do encapsulation point-to-point, and after that we can do a point-to-point authentication using CHAP, and now you can see that they came up. Now let's do the same with the other interface, but we need to do this one needs to be ABR2 since we're going to do the other router. Okay, interface serial link 3.1 encapsulation point-to-point. Now it's going to go down, and now point-to-point authenticate using CHAP. Okay, now let's do the same from this router. Config terminal, username ASBR, password the same one, which was Cisco, interface 0.3.1, which was this one over here, encapsulation point-to-point, then do point-to-point authenticate using CHAP, and you can see now it came up. So now from here I should be able to ping this router over here, do ping, and here it is, it's working. And I also should be able to ping this loopback address. So to ping 2.2.2.2, and that one is not working. So let's try to ping. Can I ping 3.3.3.3? Do ping. I'm able to ping 3.3.3.3. Let's do a do show run from here. And we do have this loopback address over here. Why isn't this one able to do it? No, we're not able to ping that interface. And why is that? And show IP route. Do we have 2.2.2.2. Are we able to ping 2.2.2.2 from here? It is able to ping 2.2.2.2. Let's try it again. It's not working. So what I'm going to do is just going to reload this router. So let's do a copy, run start, reload. Let's do it from here as well. And copy, run start, then reload. Oops, I typed this wrong. Let's do enable ping 2.2.2.2. Still not able to ping 2.2.2.2. This interface has that, and show IP route. And we do have 2.2.2.2. Can I ping 2.2.2.2 from here? Ping 2.2.2.2. I'm able to ping 2.2.2.2 from here. Let's go ahead and show run. Okay, ABR1, ABR2. Let's fast forward. Show run. ASBR. Show run. This one is good too. Router ID 3.3.3. Let's see if I'm able to ping interface 10.1.1.2 from here. Ping 10.1.1.2, and I'm not able to ping that interface either. Show run. Area 0. That's really weird. Let's just from here copy, run start, reload. Let's just reload that, and while that is reloading, let's go ahead and configure this. Let's do a show run. Let's see if I did that. This interface. Okay, so this interface is configured. Let's go ahead and configure this interface on this router over here. Okay, no, enable config t, host name out here, and let's do this interface, IP address 10.1.1.18.252, no shutdown. Okay, let's try one more time, and if it doesn't work, please comment on the video below and let me know why, if you know why. Yep, it's still not able to ping it. So if you know why, just comment on the video below and let me know why we're not able to ping each other from ABR2 to ABR1, and tell me what I did wrong. So let's do a no shutdown from here. And why is this interface is not up? Because this one is on, let's just put it on 1 and 1. Now it's good. Let's end it. Let's go ahead and try to ping that interface 10.1.1.17. Fast forward. Do it again. 10.1.1.17, which is this one over here. I'm able to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and config terminal, and from here we need to do a router EIGRP. Let's do EIGRP 100, and the network that I want to add is 10.1.1.16 and 3. No outer summary. Do the same on this one. Config terminal, router EIGRP 100 needs to be the same. Network at 3. Okay, no outer summary, and you can see these networks are up, so this router and this router are able to ping each other, but we cannot ping this router out here, right? If we do a ping 10.1.1.18, we cannot ping this router over here because it's using EIGRP, and we are using Ospf on this side. And since we're using Ospf, we need to redistribute, right, Ospf to EIGRP so it can be able to ping each other. So what we can do is config G, but we actually need to do it from here. So let's go ahead, let me 1 second. This one is, let's close this window, open it again. Okay, now that's good. Let's do it from here. So what I need to do from here, since I'm on EIGRP, what I need to do is tell EIGRP to redistribute to Ospf, right, to translate to Ospf. So this network can ping each other and communicate with each other. So we need to do a redistribute Ospf press ID of 1, and we're going to do metric. And since I don't know the metric, what I need to do is go ahead and take a look at the metric. So do show IP interface or now this one, it needs to be do show interface. Okay, so it's going to ask us for the MTU, which we have right here, the bandwidth, which we have right here, the delay, which is this one over here, the reliability, which is 255, and the tax load, which is 1. Okay, so we need to get the numbers from here so we can configure redistribution to Ospf. So let's try it again. Redistribute. What do we want to redistribute? Ospf, press ID of 1, and we are going to use metric, and the bandwidth. It's asking us for the bandwidth, so we can go ahead and take the bandwidth from here, which is this one over here. Copy, paste. What's the next one? The delay, and the delay is right here, which is this. Paste it right here. What's the next metric? Reliability, and I believe reliability is 255. Paste it right here. And the next one, and I believe it's the last one, is the loading, and the loading for this one is 1. Okay, and the last one now is MTU, and MTU is this one over here. Let's go ahead and paste over here, and there it is. So we can just go ahead and enter. Okay, now we can go exit. Now to go router Ospf, press ID of 1, redistribute, and we are going to redistribute EIGRP autonomous system 100, and we are just going to redistribute subnets. Okay, so what this is going to do now is going to translate EIGRP to Ospf. So let's take a look at, actually let's stay right here and show IP route, and we should be able to have a route to the EIGRP. Let's see. Okay, it's not here, but it should be on this router. And show IP route. And it's not here either. Let's see if we are able to ping. So we are able to ping this interface now, but I don't see the, well, I see it right here, no Ospf. So now we are able to ping that interface. Let's go ahead and do show IP route. Okay, let's do it right here. Enable show IP route. And it's still not showing. Well, it should be showing that we have an EIGRP EIGRP to Ospf translation, but it is not showing, but we are able to ping each other. Let's say shall run. And we can see it right here. We're distributing Ospf metric 1 of Ospf percentage of 1 metric and all of that. So that's good. And well guys, this is all for this video. And what I did was I showed you how to configure multi-area OSPF. I also configure PPP and CHAP, and I also show you how to redistribute Ospf to EIGRP. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye guys.